Hi everyone, welcome to EDU 358. It's wonderful to have you this semester. My name is Dr. Adams Gortel and I'll be your professor for this course. I want to make sure that you're able to see and hear me for this video. If not, then stop right here, back up and start practicing because I don't want you to miss anything from this point forward. So hopefully now everyone is up and running and you're able to see and hear me. This course is an online course. So today what I'll do is I'll talk a little bit about the requirements and really what we're going to be doing for the course, and then we'll talk a little bit about navigating the online environment, and then we will go over the assignments that'll be for our next due date. I do want to begin by reminding you that some of you still have not registered for the OPE element of this course. So because this is an education course, there's two aspects you have to register for. The primary course, which of course you're registered for because you're able to access this online video. But for those of you that are really seeking certification in the public schools, you must register for the OPE element. That's observation, participation, experience, when you go to the public school and you go and you watch the class and you reflect. So if you're planning to get your certification, then make sure you register for EDU 358 OPE. If you're not getting public school certification and you're an international student, or you're taking this course for a minor, then that's fine. Then you won't register. However, when I get to the portion of the tell about yourself, be sure you tell me whether or not you are taking this course along with the OPE, or if you're just taking it as a minor or an international student. Okay, that was the only business. I wanted to make sure that I covered that. All right, so welcome. It's great to see everyone, and I'm excited about this semester and the new year. What I'm going to begin with is just to show you a little bit about our online platform in Moodle. I will use Moodle. It's up. It's fairly easy once you learn it. Learning it is not easy, but once you learn it, it's not so bad. So what I'll do is I'll post our course materials, and this week I posted our course materials here, and I'll begin with an agenda. So you can see for this agenda, these are things that you will have to make sure that you've completed by the due date. So this week, you'll watch this lecture, and if you see the bullet here, it says watch EDU 358 lecture. It'll be down here below. It's not there yet because I'm recording it this minute. By the time you watch it, it will be here. It might look a little bit different. So you're first going to watch this video. It'll be about under 15-minute video. Then you're going to read the 5 literacy components. There they are. Make sure you read it. It's one sheet or maybe 2 sheets. These are basics, just that I need to make sure that you understand, for example, what phonemes are and phonemic awareness, phonological awareness. It'll make it a little bit easier if you just have that background. So read it, understand it. Then for this course, we have 2 textbooks. Some of you have already emailed me. We have the Freeman and Freeman textbook. Here it is. It's the one with the psychedelic squiggly line. Freeman and Freeman, ESL Teaching, Principles for Success. It is at the bookstore, but it's very expensive. And you can probably get it on Amazon for a lot cheaper. Or you could borrow it from someone else that's taken it from the course. Or I'm happy to lend it to you. I'll leave it in my mailbox. It's right here. And if you borrow it, I'm going to put this return in 2 days, please. So if you borrow it, just return it in 2 days. It is a great book, but I understand I was a poor starving student once, that if finances are tight, that it's absolutely fine if you just want to borrow it. So it'll be outside my office in the inbox. My office is 207 Hastings. You can come get it. Anyway, but I did, for this first assignment, I did just scan it, and right here it is, Freeman and Freeman, Chapter 1. It's in 2 parts. Same as the book, I just scanned it for you, so you don't have to have any anxiety about how to get it. So you'll read this Chapter 1, it's in 2 parts, and then you have to answer chapter questions. So here, submit here, chapter responses. So it says up here, sorry, it's a little C. Read Freeman Chapter 1, and then you'll watch the example lesson on phonemic awareness. There it is. Then there's a discussion board about how you thought the lesson went, so you'll click it on and write about a paragraph and what you thought was good and what you thought wasn't great. And maybe there was nothing that wasn't bad or nothing that wasn't good. You can be as honest as you want. We're going to be learning about this throughout the semester. I just would like to see, what do you think? What do you think she did well in the lesson, in areas she can improve? You don't have to watch the whole thing. I think the lesson itself is an hour. Do not watch that much. You only have to watch for about 5 minutes. You can stop at the 4 minutes, 45 seconds. So the first 5 minutes, watch the lesson, and that'll be enough for you to respond to the discussion board. So you will watch the example lesson, complete the online discussion about the lesson, then you're going to answer your chapter questions, and then finally, the last thing you'll do is this discussion board. I'd like to know something about each one of you, and you'll all post so we can all read it. And not long, maybe about a paragraph. Tell us a little bit about your major, your background, where you're from. Let us know if you're pursuing the public school path and getting your certification, or if you're a minor. Just something a little bit about yourself. I started here, and if you click it on, you'll see my discussion. Let's see. Me, Dr. Adams Gortel. And you said, hi, everyone. So glad to be starting. I'm the professor. I taught in public school, yada, yada, yada. So you can read that on your free time and then post your own. So, there we go. So, back at our front page of Moodle here. So, what you'll see then on a pretty fairly consistent basis is I'll post the coursework under agenda. Everything under agenda, make sure you've done. Then I'll post the due date. So all of the following activities are due by Monday, January 27th. So I'm going to give you about 10 days to complete activities. So what's today? Thursday. So I'm posting here Thursday. So I'm going to give you the following until the following Monday. And you have till 11 p.m. And then I'll take a couple days. I'll look at everything and I'll repost probably on a Thursday and then give you another 10 days. So again, this is an online learning class. So most of the learning will be independent. But I will have a lecture, a short, brief lecture every class that you'll watch. Okay, so that's it. So for this week, you have 10 days to watch this video, to read the literacy and learn the components, to read Freeman Chapter 1, to watch the lesson plan on phonemic awareness, then to complete the discussion board on the lesson plan, then answer the chapter questions. You'll just submit them right there. You'll just upload them right there. And then finally, make sure you finish by sharing something about yourself. Of course, you can sit down and do this all this minute and be done with it, or you could wait. And if you're a procrastinator, do it all Sunday night and get it in by Monday evening. Or you can just do a little along the way. Everything needs to be submitted by 11 p.m. If not, I'll still accept it, but there will be a late penalty of 10%. That's pretty expensive. And you have a long time to manage this. But online classes can be challenging since you really have to be self-motivated and organized. So for me, I like to just knock it out, and that way it's off my plate. I would expect that all of these activities will probably take you, I'm going to say about 6 hours, which isn't so bad because remember, this will cover 10 days. So plan, maybe you could do it in 2 3-hour stints. Imagine a 3-hour class, or 3 2-hour stints. Or you could just sit down one Saturday, one Sunday, even Monday's a holiday, and just knock out the whole thing. So whatever works for you is fine. And I think that's about it. So again, welcome. It's wonderful to see you. I'm sure there'll be a few things that we'll add and we'll iron out. Don't be afraid to email me through Moodle, and have a safe and wonderful week. I'll see y'all soon next week. Bye-bye.